Hey everybody, it's Russ Ruffino, and in today's video, what we're going to talk about is how to maximize back-end profits. All right, so you've already done the work, you've gotten access to this list, and you've given them a bonus to get them signed up to your list. So now they're your people, now they're your subscribers. Okay, so now once you've accomplished that, what do you do with them? What do you do? Well, what I want to give you in this video today are some promotions that you can immediately start running to whatever list that you've got. Okay, it doesn't matter what niche it is, doesn't matter what market it is. What you're going to get in this video are 10 different strategies that you can use to start monetizing this list over the next 30 to 60 days. Okay, now this is incredibly powerful because this is how you start making your own money from this strategy. So a big problem that people run into is they get their hands on this list and they start having some success with this, but then they have no idea what the hell to send these people. So that's what I want to take care of for you today. I want to take all the guesswork out of that so that you know exactly what you should be sending to these people, and you can start doing it right away without too much hesitation, without too much, going back and forth, and without too much guesswork. Okay, all of these promotions that I'm going to share with you are tested, they're tried and true, they're absolutely phenomenal, and the coolest thing about them is that they add value to your customers every step of the way. So I'll talk more about this in just a second, but for right now, you need to understand that the reason these are so powerful is that they build your relationship with your list so that you become a trusted advisor, so that you become a leader, so that you get what people refer to as Godfather positioning, okay, where they look at you as sort of the end-all be-all authority in your niche, and when you can get that status, they'll buy everything that you recommend to them. It's a very powerful position to be in, and it's actually really easy to get there if you use these promotions that I'm about to share with you. Okay, so in this session we're going to cover, as I said, 10 separate promotion ideas that you can use immediately to start monetizing your list. Okay, so here's what you need. First of all, obviously you need an autoresponder. Now once you've got that, and that goes without saying, I probably shouldn't even put that on the slide because it's so obvious, but anyway, yeah, you need an autoresponder. But the second thing you need, okay, so there's two little tiny pieces of homework you have to do here. The first thing you need is a list of products in your market that you want to promote. All right, now this is key. Go to Google, type in the main keyword of your niche. All right, so if you're in the kayaking niche, type kayaking affiliate program and see what comes up. You'll get a ton of different products, kayaking videos, all that stuff, all of which have affiliate programs. Okay, so start going through those and pick out a nice big fat list of products that you think are good that you want to promote. Okay, you also need the second thing you need is you need sort of a basic understanding of the major problems that your market is facing. Okay, and then also some cool sort of out of the box tips and solutions that they can use to solve these problems. Okay, so for example, if you're in the kayaking niche, and I'm not in the kayaking niche, but I always use it as an example because it's like so weird and random. But if you're in the kayaking niche, okay, one of the major problems that people probably are having is how the hell do I pick the right kayak? All right, so you should go and learn a little something about that. Okay, maybe spend 5 minutes researching it. All right, I don't want you guys to hurt yourself, but just spend a little bit of time going on Amazon, going on forums, poking around, and finding out. Okay, great. Well, you need a kayak that's made out of graphite and not plastic because graphite kayaks float better. They're more maneuverable. They're safer, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so you just want to go out there and ask yourself, okay, so what are the top, I don't know, 5 or 6 problems that this market is facing? And what are some kind of cool, easy tips that you can hit your list with to build that value, build that authority, and build that relationship, okay? So you'll see more about how that all fits together as I go through these 10 promotions, but just know up front that even if this isn't necessarily your market, even if it isn't necessarily your niche, you do have to have a list of things that you want to promote to these people so that we can make money, but you also need to have sort of a list of their top 10 questions and answers, if that makes sense, okay? So this is very little homework, guys. I mean, this could take you like you do 45 minutes of research, you'll be great. You don't need to become, the world's foremost kayaking expert, but you do need to have some cool tips, So just start with that. Okay. So let's talk for a second about email marketing and why the strategy that I'm about to give you is so powerful. Okay. The big dilemma in email marketing, and you'll see people sort of on both sides of the fence. Okay. There's guys that are just like the hardcore, like don't care about their list. They just want to burn out their list and that's it. And those guys will just will just send their list promotional emails. Okay, so you get on one of those guys' lists, and every day, twice a day, it's like buy this, 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 and eventually you just get burned out and you unsubscribe, and they don't care. They know you're gonna unsubscribe. They're like, hey, they're gonna, they're gonna burn out anyway. They're gonna unsubscribe. Let me just make as much money as I can before I piss these people off too much. Okay. Now that's not the mindset that I have. Right? There's a lot of guys out there that have that mindset. Okay. The flip side of that coin is that there's a lot of guys out there that won't promote anything to their list at all. They're just like, you know what, man, I'm really afraid to send an offer to these people. I don't want to make anybody mad, so I'm just going to go ahead and send them some free tips and some free reports and all that other stuff. Okay, so those are the two sides of the coin. Now, in between, there's the people in the middle that sort of go back and forth between those two positions. You've got guys that are totally freaked out about promoting, so they go, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to send them a bunch of content. I'll send them content for 3 days, and then I'll send them a promotion on the 4th day. Is that okay? Is that okay? Because I don't want to piss anybody off. Now, my thinking is that sort of dilemma is really a false dilemma. Okay? The pros, what we do is we do content and we do promotion at the same time. Okay? So we send promotions, but we structure those promotions in such a way that even if they don't buy the thing that we're offering, or the thing that we're, promoting, they still get value added to their lives. They still learn something that they didn't know before. They still know how to do something that they didn't know how to do before. And so it's really actually very powerful for them in terms of relationship building. You know what I mean? Because they know, hey, when I open an email from Russ Ruffino, I know I'm going to learn something cool. I do a weekly webinar every Tuesday night for my list. My list knows, hey, whether there's a pitch at the end of the webinar or whether the webinar is just pure content, I know I'm going to learn something cool. Okay, so that's sort of the mindset that I want you guys to have, is that every single time they open one of your emails, they should be learning something cool from you. Okay, and if you do this, you do it conscientiously, then you can promote to your list again and again and again and again. And every single time you promote to them, you're actually going to build that relationship where you're going to get emails where people thank you for promoting them stuff. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. I get those emails all the time. So these 10 strategies are designed to empower you to do that. Okay, but as we go into this, there are 3 rules that I want you to follow. Rule number 1, as I said, always add value. Okay, every sales video you create, every sales letter that you write, every webinar that you do, every email that you send should add value to their lives. Okay, and it doesn't take that much extra work to just throw in a couple tips, to just throw in a couple, hey guys, did you see this, or hey, did you know this? It doesn't have to be a big deal, but just something in there that says, hey, you know what, I care and I want you to have this information. Even if you don't buy this product, I want you to take this home with you. I want you to learn this lesson that I'm going to share with you. Okay? So make sure, rule number 1, always add value. Rule number 2, all of these promotions work on sort of a back and forth kind of dynamic where the content that you give them, the tips that you give them, are designed to draw their attention to a specific problem. Okay? So it would be like 10 mistakes you never want to make when you're choosing a kayak. You see how powerful that is? What that does is it alerts their mind, and we'll get into this more in just a minute, it alerts their mind to all these potential problems they could have when they're choosing a kayak, right? So just by doing that, you subconsciously awaken a need in them not to make that mistake. You awaken a need in them to pick the exact right kayak, okay? So the first piece of content that you send awakens that need, and then after that, you solve that need for them. So you say, by the way, this is the right kayak to buy. Okay? Now, when you do that, it's very, very powerful because you're giving them tips up front, but at the same time, you're awakening their mind and their attention to a problem that they maybe didn't even know that they had. And then you offer them the solution right afterwards when they're thinking about it. Now, this is very powerful, and it allows you to build that relationship at the same time that you do your promotions. And then finally, number 3, and this is a big one, condition the click. Condition the click. Okay, so what that means is this. One of my original internet marketing mentors would send out these big email newsletters, right? With all this content and all this information right there inside the email. And you could open the email and read a bunch of stuff, and then that was it. But what he found was that when he would send out a promotion with an affiliate link in it that you actually had to click, people weren't clicking the affiliate link. And the reason why is because people knew, oh well, if there's a link there, then it must be a promotion, and so I can ignore it. Because when he sends me his newsletter, there's no links. It's all just a bunch of content. It's all right there. So if I see a link, I know it's a promotion, okay? You don't want to do that. What you want to do is always condition the click. So you always want to make it so that if they want to consume your content, whether it's a promotion or a blog post or a video or anything, they have to click a link in that email. So when they open an email from you, they click the link. They open your email, they click the link. Condition that click, because the click, your ability to send clicks using your emails, is what's going to make you money. So you want to condition that so that even if it's a pure content email and you're not promoting anything, they always have to click to get their hands on that content. Okay, our first promotion is called the problem promotion. Now, this is the most basic way to do what I just sort of talked about, which is to draw their attention to a problem and then offer a solution. Okay, so here's how you do it. It starts with what I call the agitation email. Okay, so it's a 1-2 punch. The first email that you send them is either a free report, or it's a link to a video, or a link to a blog post that gives them a list of mistakes. Okay, so if you were doing internet marketing, you could say like the 5 deadliest traffic mistakes, or the 5 SEO mistakes that you never want to make, or the 10 biggest problem with X, or whatever. Okay, and in the email you bring that up, and then when they click, the click links to a video where you explain those mistakes and what they are and the cost of not fixing them. Okay, you don't give them the solution. You just tell them, look, the number one biggest mistake people make with SEO is this. The number 2 mistake is this. Now, if you keep making this mistake, Google's going to de-index your site, and you'll get blacklisted, and you'll never find your way up to the top of the search results again. Okay, so you just want to point out what the mistakes are and what the cost is if you don't fix them. Okay, so that's the first email. Now the second email is where, like about 24 hours later, you send them a review of a product that solves the problem. Okay, offer a couple tips and drop your affiliate link at the bottom of the video. Okay, now this is really powerful. So in other words, if I was going to promote an SEO product, I would send them a link to a video first that's like the top 5 biggest mistakes with SEO, and talk about all the different things you can do wrong with SEO. Then the next day, I would send out an email that says, hey guys, check out this video. And I said, hey guys, listen, this SEO course just came out. I want to go ahead and tell you what I think of it. I went and I checked it out. It's really cool. It solves a lot of those problems we just talked about in the last video. It's outstanding. Go ahead and buy it. And by the way, I just want to let you know, here's a couple tips. On page 64, there's a really great tip there at the bottom of the page. Make sure you don't miss that. In video number 5, he gives a really cool strategy for XYZ. Don't miss that either. And if you want to go ahead and pick up this course, here's the link. That's it. Just really, really simple. So all you do is send them send them an email that agitates the problem, shows them a list of mistakes, and then 24 hours later, hit them with a review of a product that solves that problem. Okay. Now this works again because it bringing up the problem. Just bringing it up immediately creates a psychic tension in their mind. They need to solve that problem, but you don't give them the solution until the second video. So when you send them that second video, they'll be way more responsive than they would have been if you just sent them, hey, go buy this product. You understand? So this is how you leverage psychological principles to add value to them, because you're giving them good information the whole time, but you're also sending them a promotion. You're also sending them a link to buy a product. Okay. Now, when you do this, you're going to see your click-through rates go through the roof. You're going to see your conversions go through the roof. It's much more powerful than just telling people, hey, go buy this. Okay. And it builds your relationship in the long term, so that even if they don't buy this product, they're going to remember, oh man, he gave me that really cool video about what not to do with SEO. I remember that. That was really good. Okay. All right, promotion number 2, good guy versus bad guy. Now, in order to make this work, you have to sort of take a position about what you stand for in your niche or in your market. Okay, now if this is a market that you're going to promote to over and over again, then you should have some strong opinions about what you like and what you don't like. For example, I don't like promotional emails that don't give me any value. That's something that I stand for. I don't like people who promote these push button methods to make money that never work, or these pieces of software that promise the world and that it doesn't work. Okay, so you have to have these things that you stand for and these things that you don't stand for. So take a second and just think for yourself before you run this promotion, what works and what doesn't work. What do you believe in and what don't you believe in? Take a stand in the minds of your readers. Okay, and here's how you run the good guy, bad guy promotion. Okay, you send them a link to a video that I call the good guy versus the bad guy video. Okay, now in the good guy versus bad guy video, all right, You point out two sales pages, okay? A sales page that you agree with and a sales page that you disagree with. All right. So if I was going to do this, like, again, we'll just use SEO as an example. If there was one SEO product that was all about how to scam Google, I would point that out as the bad guy. I'd say, hey, look, you guys, check out this video here. This guy, this product, he's all talking about how you can do all these things to scam Google and how you can, you do all this stuff to sort of trick them or whatever else. And honestly, I don't think that makes a lot of sense because Google's a billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar company. They can find ways to outsmart you and outsmart all these stupid little tricks this guy's teaching you. So you're way better off learning how to do SEO the right way. Now check this guy's video out, okay? And then I would show them another guy's sales video that's doing it the right way and say, hey, look, this guy is showing you how to work with Google, not against them. It's showing you how to do it the right way, how to do all white hat stuff, none of that tricky black hat stuff, okay? So this is an example of a guy who's doing it the right way. Now, if you look at these two strategies, I would say this guy's is way better than that guy's. But look, if you want to check them out, here's a link to the good guy's video, here's a link to the bad guy's video, okay? And you drop your affiliate link to both videos, okay? So you email your list a video where you point out two sales pages, one that you agree with and one that you disagree with. And then you add links to both under your video, to both sales pages, okay? And guys, don't be afraid to be controversial. Don't be afraid to go after stuff. I saw a blog post the other day that was titled "Why Clout.com is Bullshit," and I read it from start to finish. It was excellent. But the guy wasn't afraid to start up some controversy. The guy wasn't afraid to take a stand. When you take a stand in your niche, okay, it makes people believe that you are a source of authority because you have strong opinions about what works and what doesn't work, about what's okay and what's not okay. And it makes people respect you more. So don't be afraid to do it. All right? Promotion number 3 is one that I call the resource bomb. This is incredibly powerful, okay? All you need to do is make a list of your favorite resources in your niche and just include affiliate links to as many of them as possible. People love these. Give them to your list and then tell your list they can share it with anyone that they want. Okay, so if you're in the SEO niche, make a list of your favorite SEO resources. Okay, if they're paid resources, then make it a list of put your affiliate link right there in the list. And just make a really simple short report called the 39 best SEO resources that you'll love, or something like that. And just give it out to your list. Now, what happens is your list will share this with other people. The book will get passed around. The book will get distributed virally. And what you're doing is you're seeding your affiliate links all over the internet and all over this niche. It's very, very powerful, and yet another way to promote these resources while you're adding value to your list. You see, no one's going to unsubscribe to your list because you sent them this. They're going to thank you for sending them this when really you're just sending them a bunch of affiliate links. You see how powerful that is? And that's something you can put together in an afternoon. It can just be a simple directory of resources, and you just add your affiliate link to all of them. Okay, let's talk about promotion number 4, non-continuity continuity. Okay, now this is one that only works if you have your own product. Okay, it's a very, very simple way to get a lot more conversions for your own product, and what you end up with is the same kind of regular monthly continuity income like you would have with, say, a membership site without actually having a membership site. So it's really actually really cool. So let me show you how it works. So if you're selling a higher ticket item with like with an automated webinar, for example, what you do is you take that big total price, like $497, $197, whatever it is, and you break it up into 10 to 12 payments, and you offer it a few days after the initial webinar or the replay of the webinar. Okay. Now what that does is it gives you continuity income without having to create new content. So let me show you what I mean. All right. The first thing you do is you send them an email with a link to the landing page. Then you show them your webinar or you show them your sales video. Okay. Now, some people are going to buy and some people aren't going to buy. So you show them the replay, and then some people are going to buy and some people aren't going to buy. Then after that, a few days after that, you hit them with your non-continuity continuity offer. So here's how it works. If the total cost of your product is $197, for example, what you do is you offer to let them pay in 10 payments of $19.70. You do this about 5 to 7 days after the initial offer. So you want them to pay up front if possible. You know, you'd rather get the $197 up front. But what you can do is have them buy the product and then pay it off in 10 installments of $19.70. So what that does is if 100 people take that, Now you're going to make $1,970 every single month without doing any extra work. Okay, so this only works if you have your own product, but if you do, it's extremely powerful way to promote that product to your list and get a lot more people buying it than you would have otherwise, and just a really cool way to generate continuity income. Okay, all right, let's talk about promotion number 5, the power survey. Now, this is one that you should do. I think pretty quickly when you get this new list. It might even be the first promotion that you want to run. Okay, so the idea here is that we actually use a survey to draw attention to a need that the customer has that they might not have been thinking about. So it's that same psychological principle we've been talking about up to this point. Okay, you draw their attention to a need and then you quickly offer them something that will meet that need. Okay, now this survey strategy is really powerful. It really lets you get a sense of exactly who's on your list, exactly what their level of experience is, and exactly what they want to buy from you, so that you know what to offer them down the road. So in my opinion, this is one of the very first promotions you should run to your list. It's very easy to use, or very easy to do. So you just use survs.com, it's survs.com, or some other survey software to set up a really simple survey and send it to your list. Okay, now the questions you want to ask are these. The first question you want to ask is, where are you at right now in terms of the niche? Now, I have to be vague because every niche is different. So if you're, for example, if you're in the weight loss niche, okay, you would say, what would how would you rate your general level of fitness at this time? I have a few pounds to lose. I'm in phenomenal shape. I have 30 or more pounds to lose. Whatever. If it's a kayaking niche, how experienced of a kayaker are you? How advanced are you? How often do you kayak? Things like that, just to give you a clear sense of where they are at right now. So it's different from niche to niche, but the first question, you just want to get a sense of where they are. Okay. Now, number 2 is very important. The second question you ask them is, where would you like to be? Where would you like to be? Now, this is going to tell you exactly what your list's number 1 goal is. So if I was doing this in the internet marketing niche, when I did this, the first question I asked them was, how much money are you currently making online? The second question was, how much would you like to be making online? Okay? So it's really simple. Where are you and where would you like to be? Now, the third question, and this is key for you guys, this is the question that really makes this whole thing work. How much have you spent to solve this problem? So my first question would be, how much money are you currently making online? The second question would be, how much money would you like to be making online? And the third question would be, how much money have you spent in your online education? Now, what this empowers you to do is to identify the biggest spenders on your list. So as you're going through your survey responses, if you've got someone who says, I'm not a very good kayaker, I really want to become a very good kayaker, how much have you spent? Oh, I've spent about $18,000 learning how to kayak. Chances are you have an extremely wealthy individual on your list who is very excited about learning how to kayak. So if you have the means, I would follow up with that person immediately with a personal email or even with a personal phone call if you have the resources to do that. And those are the people that you want to offer like high-end coaching programs, or if it's a kayaking niche, link them to the most expensive kayak on Amazon and tell them that that's the one that people like the best. Things like that. But take advantage of those people that have those deep pockets and that are willing to spend money. Because the thing about wealthy people is this: is you have to understand is most wealthy people are not afraid to spend a lot of money doing the things they want to do. And they also have to have the very best of everything. So if I'm on your list and you've got a golf list, okay, and I tell you that I've spent $22,000 learning how to golf and I'm not very good, and you send me an offer for something else, I'm for sure going to buy it. And it doesn't matter how expensive it is. Does that make sense? So that's a really powerful question you definitely want to include in your survey. And then finally, what is your number 1 challenge? And this is going to tell you exactly what they need you to offer them right now. Okay? If 85% of the people on your list are really into kayaking, love to kayak, and are busy wondering which kayak they should buy, then right away you need to run an offer for a new kayak. Okay? So it's really simple. So you run the survey, you send them the survey, and then 24 hours later, you offer them something that solves their biggest problem. It could be your product, it could be a workshop, it could be somebody else's product, anything like that. You right away hit them with a solution to that problem. Guys, this is incredibly powerful to do because when they do the survey, that problem is going to be first and foremost in their mind. So 24 hours later, you contact them and you say, hey guys, we just did this survey and the results blew me away. 80% of the people who took the survey want to know how to do this. So it just so happens that Dave over here has an excellent program that shows you exactly how to do this. I've checked it out. It's phenomenal. If you want to see it, here's the link. Understand? By surveying them, you're finding out what their likes and dislikes are, you're finding out what they need, you're finding out who the big spenders are, and you're also demonstrating your concern for them. They're not a number to you. You understand? They're people. And they know that you value their opinion because you're asking their opinion, and most marketers never do that. So subconsciously, you're building that relationship with them. You're also creating a psychological need within them, and you're immediately offering them something that can meet that need. Understand? So it's extremely powerful, and I really recommend that you run this one right away to your new lists. Okay? Promotion number 6, grabbing testimonials. If you offer them something or if you sell them something, even if it's an affiliate promotion, and there's like a 60-day refund policy, email them 1 week before the refund period has expired and ask them for testimonials. Ask them for their opinion. Okay? Now, you can't use these in your marketing, but what you can do is send them out to your customers as case studies. And if it's just an opinion, like I really liked it, you can use that in your marketing. So in other words, anything results based, you can't use. So if someone tells you, oh man, I bought that weight loss product you recommended and I lost 25 pounds in 2 weeks, you can't put that in your marketing because those are not typical results. The FTC won't let you do that. But if somebody writes you back and says, hey, I thought this was phenomenal, I give it 5 stars, you can absolutely send that to your list. You see? And then you say, okay, well, Karen just bought this. She said it was awesome. Hey, you should go check it out too. Okay? Or if she says, hey, I lost 25 pounds in 2 weeks, you can't use that as a testimonial, but you can use it as a case study. And you can contact that person and follow up with them and find out what they did right, what they did wrong, the strategies, tips. You can interview them. You can send your list a link to the interview. All that stuff builds your authority and makes people want to buy that product even more. Does that make sense? First, this drops your refund rates considerably. Okay, so if you do that just before the refund period expires, drops your refund rates considerably. Second, like I said, if you get any amazing testimonials, follow up and do a case study interview. And either way, work those stories, work those case studies into your customer follow-ups. They build that relationship, and they really make you look great. It's very powerful. All right, promotion number 7. This is yet another way to do continuity without really having continuity. This is what we call dead simple continuity. Here's what you do. You allow your customers to ask you questions through a help desk. Okay, so most of the time when I send an email, at the bottom I'll say, P.S. If you have any questions about anything, you can always contact me at my help desk and I'm here for you. And I'll put a little link to my help desk. So what I do is I allow my customers to ask me questions through my help desk. Now, twice a month, what you could do is do a podcast or a video where you respond to those people's support requests. And then you just offer it to your customers in a cheap subscription. Live support, $27 a month. So all your kayaking questions answered for $27 a month. And you just get them on a podcast, you send them a video where you answer their questions every month. And to get access to that, to take advantage of that, to be able to ask you questions, you just charge them $27 a month. Now the great thing about this is most of the time you're going to be answering customer support requests anyway, so you might as well get paid to do it. You see? So this is what we call dead simple continuity. You offer it to your customers in a cheap subscription. You get live support for $27 a month, maybe even less, maybe even $7 a month, $17 a month, whatever you think your market will bear, but it's definitely worth doing. All right, promotion number 8, get paid to create a product. Okay, so let's say that you're in this niche and you really have decided that this is the niche for you. You've got this big list of people in this niche and you want to go ahead and become a product creator in this niche. Okay, well, here's how you get paid to do it. All right, this method that I'm about to show you will let you test the demand for a product idea. It will let you get paid before the product even exists, and it will allow you to interact with your list at the same time. So here's how you do it. You choose a specific topic that your list is interested in. And again, this is a great thing to offer after that survey, okay? Because they just told you what their biggest need is. So if you pitch them using this method, pitch them an answer to that need, it's going to convert like crazy for you, okay? So here's what you do. You choose a specific topic that your list is interested in, okay? You teach a free webinar covering that topic. And then you tell your audience, hey guys, look, there's not going to be a replay. But if you want access to the recording of the webinar and a PDF of the slides, they can buy it from you for anywhere from $7 to $27. Now, what you did there is you just got paid to create one module of a product that you can sell later on ClickBank or somewhere else. And just keep doing that until you have your entire product finished. Okay, does that make sense? So hit up your list and say, hey guys, I know a lot of you said that you're interested in how to pick up the best kayaks. I'm going to do a free webinar for you guys about exactly how to do that, okay? There you go. You get them on the free webinar. You teach them a bunch of stuff. You say, so listen, there's not going to be a replay for this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If anybody wants access to the recording, you can buy it from me for just $7. It's just a $7 processing fee, and that'll go ahead and get you access to the recording. Okay, boom. So let's say 10 people get it. All right, just 10. You just made yourself $70, and you just got paid $70 to create one module of your product. So what you can do is take the replay of that webinar, the recording of that webinar, and that can be the first video in the course that you're creating. So just do that every week for 6 weeks, and you've got a 6-video course that you just got paid to create. So this is really, really easy to do, and you can keep doing it until you have your entire product finished. Then you take the 6 replays and you bundle them together into a product that you can then work into your follow-up sequence using any of these promotions I just gave you. Okay? Here's another way to do this. Promotion number 9, instant workshop. Okay? Now, in order to do this, you need a list that's a little bit more responsive. But if you're following these sequences I'm giving you, you should have a really responsive list anyway. These people are going to love you, believe me. I mean, even just doing the things where you review videos, or review different products, and send them lists of mistakes, even if just sending them 39 of the best SEO resources or whatever, they're going to love you because you're just going to be constantly giving them value and at the same time promoting stuff. This stuff seems simple, guys, but it's extremely profound. So don't underestimate it, okay? This is what, marketers like me, Adam, anybody that is really kicking ass on the Warrior Forum, we're doing this kind of stuff, and we're building 6- and 7-figure businesses using these very simple principles. The key is you just have to do them. Don't be one of those people that watches this video and then never works this stuff into your follow-up sequences, because it's really gold. Okay? Here's how you do instant workshop. You create a really short sales video offering your customers a short workshop covering a topic. Really short. So 4 sessions, 8 sessions, whatever. Now, as far as price points go, my best success with this has been $197. Okay? So all you do is do 1 webinar a week or 2 webinars a week, or do a webinar every day. Do them on whatever schedule you want. Teaching your way through that content and record the webinars. Okay? Now, the first time I did this, I emailed my list and I told them, listen, guys, I'm going to do a quick workshop teaching you guys all the steps that I took to go from 0 to 6 figures in just my first 7 months online. All right, I'm going to show you exactly how I created my products, exactly how I got started, exactly how I recruited affiliates. I'm going to show you guys all that stuff. It's going to be a 6-week workshop. Sign up here. It's $197. Okay, I sent that email out to my list. The next morning, I woke up with $30,000 in my PayPal account just from doing that. Okay, then I taught that workshop, right? And then I took those replays and I bundled them together into a product, and then I put that product and sold it on ClickBank, okay? This is how you get paid to create a product. You just take the recordings that you just made of that workshop and you turn those recordings into your first product, into like a home study course, into something like that, and you could sell that for $497. Understand? So this is a very, very powerful way to actually get paid to create your first product. So if you've been hesitating, if you're really into kayaking and you know a lot about it, you want to create a product, but you've kind of been dragging your feet, if you get that kayaking list together, send them a survey, find out what they want to learn, and then right away say, hey guys, the biggest response, 80% of you guys wanted to know how to pick a kayak and wanted to know how to find the best routes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you guys a workshop showing you exactly how to do that. It's going to be 4 sessions. It's $197, but it's going to be live. You can ask me anything you want. It's going to be great. And, so sign up here. That's it. That's all you got to do. People will sign up. Each person who signs up, you make $197. And now you teach the workshop, you take the replays, and you just got paid to create your first product. Okay? It's incredibly powerful. All right, promotion number 10, and this is the final promotion, and this is another way to do continuity. Now, this is something you can offer your list almost right away. I would send them a couple of these promotions, maybe a couple of videos, a couple of reviews of different products, build that credibility, and then create a private VIP Skype conversation or a private VIP Facebook group for your list members to interact with each other and network with each other. Then sell access to the group for $7 a month to $27 a month. Okay? And you can even bundle this with the dead simple continuity above. So remember, dead simple continuity was that twice a month you answer their customer service requests and their questions in a podcast, a live podcast, okay? So bundle those together. Say, hey guys, listen, here's the deal. You can join my VIP membership, and here's what you get. You get access to my private VIP Facebook group where you can ask me anything you want. We can all work together. We can solve problems, talk about stuff. And twice a month, if you guys send me questions, I'll do a free podcast for you guys, included with your membership, where I answer all your questions and really go into detail about all the stuff that you guys are curious about. Okay, you can get all of that for just $27 a month. Okay, charge whatever you feel comfortable charging. You know, if it's $7 a month and you get 100 people signed up, that's $700 a month income. If you get 1,000 people signed up, that's $7,000 a month income. Okay, that's nothing to sneeze at, guys. And you can just work this into your promotional sequence. Understand? So they get a few different promotions up front. Then boom, say, hey guys, listen, a lot of people have been asking me some really great questions. So here's the deal. I'm going to create a private VIP Facebook group, and if you want to join, it's just $7 a month. We can all hang out, talk about stuff. You know, I'll answer all your questions. I'll give you links to resources. You know, whatever you feel comfortable offering, just bundle it in there and just sell the subscription. And if you add that into your follow-up sequence, it can be very, very powerful, okay? So all 10 of these can and should be automated, okay? And what I suggest you do is at the beginning of this video, I told you that you should create a list of 10 to 15 products in your niche that you feel comfortable promoting. So what you should do is just take those 10 or 15 products, match them up with whichever one of these promotional strategies you think fits best with them, and just load that stuff into your autoresponder so that the moment someone signs up to your list, they immediately start getting these emails. So Aweber can set it up so that you just drip feed all this content to them. The emails go out automatically. You don't even have to think about it. Okay? So just set these up to automatically go out, and you can, you know, every single person who gets on your list, you'll immediately start monetizing those leads. And when you use the list building strategies that Adam just went over with you in the main product, it's incredibly powerful. So there you go, man. Now you know how to hijack other people's lists, so to speak, how to make money off other people's lists, and then now you know, once you get those people on your list, how to monetize them again and again while you build a great relationship, okay? So I just showed you how to promote other people's stuff. I showed you how to get paid to create a product. I showed you how to create a continuity site out of thin air, 3 different ways to do that. So you should have a ton of ammunition that you can use right now to start monetizing your list. And honestly, guys, these strategies is all that I do. I do this, and then I do my free weekly webinar. And that's just more to like build goodwill with my list, and it's because I really enjoy it. But that's it. I do these promotional strategies I just shared with you, and that's it. And that's the bedrock of my income. So this stuff is very powerful. It's more than you need to build a 6 or 7 figure income online if you follow the strategies that we have given you. Okay? I'm Russ Ruffino, and I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.